Hello, hello. How's everyone doing tonight? Hopefully good. Thank you guys for donating early. I really appreciate that. We are going to go ahead and get started. Rocky, thank you. I see you donated for a mini. Thank you for, oh wait, are you doing a 6 card? Never mind, you're doing a 6 card. All right. So we are going to kick this off with Terry. Terry is first. Terry, if you are here, we are ready for you. Please go ahead and post your question. We're going to give Terry about 1 more minute, and then we're going to move on. Philomena, thank you for posting your question. Rocky, yes, that's absolutely fine. Yes, 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 yes. You can definitely do that. I'll update yours right now. So we're doing a mini and yes, no. Okay, we're gonna move on to Philomena. It doesn't look like Terry's in here. So Philomena says, will this esthetician program go well? Philomena, that sounds so cool. I am actually a licensed cosmetologist. And right after school, right after graduation, I really, really wanted to further my career with aesthetics. Unfortunately, the closest accredited program was probably 2 hours from where I lived, and I would have to like either move or drive there every day. And I had already gone to school for a whole year, an hour away from where I lived, and I just didn't really see myself traveling and doing that again. But I think aesthetics is so cool, and we'll see what the cards have to say for you. If anyone is not able to hang around for the reading, that is totally fine. Just make sure you are leaving your questions with me before you go. All right, will this esthetician program go well for Philomena? Will this esthetician program go well for Philomena? I am getting a yes, 6 of Pentacles. You're going to get a lot out of this. We also have the World. So you might be feeling like you're looking for something to make you feel accomplished, make you feel complete, something that you can feel proud of, proud to do, something exciting to do. I am getting with the World here that this will lead you to those feelings of success, accomplishment, fulfillment, a sense of belonging. The fact that you like reached a goal is going to make you feel really like physically, mentally, and emotionally healthy. This is also indicating I have a lot of like root chakra and heart chakra. So this is going to be a very grounding type of work for you, as well as something that you really love to do. I feel like you would be acknowledging your truth and your maybe like a calling of yours by going into a career like this. So Spirit is saying, listen to your intuition about the situation, because most likely all I'm doing is giving you confirmations. I'm not sure what the hesitancy is, if there is any, but Spirit is saying pay a lot of attention to what your intuition is telling you in regards to this. And don't try to talk yourself out of it. Don't try to think yourself out of it. Don't hold yourself back mentally. Make very astute observations and goals so that you're not stopping yourself from doing something that would be beneficial for you. Philomena, overall, I am getting a yes. Thank you for your donation. Next up, we have Amy. Amy, I'm ready for your question. Thank you guys for all the likes and the hearts. All right, let's take a look. Okay, so Amy, I asked, has he been missing you? I got a yes. I asked, is he daydreaming about you? And I got a yes. I feel like it's less daydreaming and more reminiscing from memory. Daydreaming can sometimes be more like fantasy world. I feel like more so he's thinking a lot about the things that have already happened. I asked if he's missing you as much as you're missing him, or if he's missing you the way that you're missing him, and I am getting a no. But he's missing you, but it's just not the same as the way you're missing him. As far as his feelings, we have the Four of Pentacles and the Tower. So this indicates that he is really keeping his feelings very private. He's not really, he's like withholding. He's not really willing to elaborate, communicate, talk about his feelings really to anyone at all. He's kind of closed off. He's probably been spending a lot of time alone, away from people. He does not want to socialize right now. We also have the Tower, so it does feel like his whole world is like upside down. It feels like he's very much, I don't think lost is the right word, because I feel like he's clear about everything that's happened, but I do feel like he feels a little bit lost in the sense that he doesn't know what's next. He doesn't know what the next steps are going to be. Sarifa, hello. Yes, I am. My donations are still open. I'm accepting donations until 1 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, which is about 13 minutes. So he's basically just trying to navigate through these feelings. He does feel a little bit lost in the sense of like he doesn't know what's gonna happen. He feels like this whole world's kind of like turns on its head. Everything's kind of upside down. He doesn't recognize like his life really right now. He is going through those emotions that you would expect for a breakup. Sounds good, Sarifa. Next up, we have Rocky for a mini and a yes, no. Rocky, you can go ahead and post. Yeah, that's okay for you to ask, Amy. I asked all of your questions and I pulled 2 extra cards just to see like how he's been feeling, and I got the 4 of Pentacles and the Tower. It's not really telling me too much about like if he's having specific thoughts about you or specific feelings. I kind of asked like how he has been feeling about everything that's happened, and it's kind of like what I already explained, that he's like being more private, not really wanting to socialize, feeling like everything's kind of collapsed around him and he isn't really sure what's next. He's just, I don't know. I get that he misses you, and I get that he's been thinking a lot about you and your connection and the memories that you guys have had together. But like that's the extent of what I was able to see for the reading that you donated for. Yeah, he's definitely missing you for sure, for sure. And I wouldn't say that he's feeling lonely either, because lonely would require a desire to be with someone, and he's not even feeling that way. He's just very much on his own and in his own head and doing his own thing. Sarifa, thank you. I'm going to go ahead and add you to my list, okay? Hey, Terry, welcome in. I'll be with you soon. How does Roberto truly feel for me? Is Roberto and I going to live together soon? Okay. Forever. All right. How does Roberto truly feel for Rocky? You're welcome, Amy. Thank you for the donation. How does Roberta truly feel for Rocky? How does Roberta truly feel for Rocky? All right, Rocky. So you also have the Four of Pentacles in the center of the reading, and this talks about having trouble, like letting you go. Oh, Amy, actually, if you're still here, that's an interpretation of that card, is that he's having trouble letting you go. So that may be something you want to hear. But for you, Rocky, that's what I'm getting. I feel like this person's withholding or holding back. He's being very private as well. Four of Pentacles. Um, I feel like as far as his true feelings for you, um, he could also feel like you are holding on to him as well. Like I'm hearing like clinging to him, like not being clingy, but like being very drawn to him as well. As far as his feelings for you go, I have the Strength and the Knight of Cups. So this indicates that he is feeling like you might be maybe like his strength. You might be someone that inspires him. Maybe he feels like he has to prove himself, and it's because of you. The Knight of Cups does indicate that there's a romantic connection here. As far as what he would want from this, there's still that opportunity for a romantic connection to form or to evolve. The Eight of Wands and the High Priestess indicates to me that if you have been feeling lately that he is going to contact you or he is going to take action, that you are correct. That is being acknowledged here. The Strength card is the Lion. It talks about having the courage to overcome your fears. So I would say next steps are action towards you. That's what I'm getting. I feel like he's going to be making moves. He's going to be taking initiative here. Let's see. Are Roberto and Rocky going to live together soon? Please show me a yes or a no. Are you guys in a relationship? Yeah, I'm not getting that it's going to happen soon. I am more confident in saying that it would happen, generally speaking, but I don't feel like it's going to happen soon. So when you ask or ever, I would say or ever is a higher probability than soon. I have the sun and the moon that came out pretty much at the same time. Those are alpha, not alpha, I'm sorry, like divine feminine and masculine energies between the two of you. It's like kind of like opposites, polarity. The sun tells me that he might just be here for a good time right now, and there may be some things that are happening behind the scenes that you like don't really know fully about the situation. I have the, oh, you said a close friendship. I have the Three of Cups in reverse. I feel like there is a romantic offer here for you. The Knight of Cups. he kind of has to like let go of his worries or his concerns. The Eight of Cups here indicates that feels like there's something here that is like he's allowing to serve as a block, and he really needs to like let go of that. He needs to just, I guess, not allow this to be an influence over your connection. So when you say is it sexual mostly, no, I don't think that. I do have the romance card here. I also have the moon, so this talks about depth. So I do think it goes deeper than that. But at the same time, when you've been a certain way for a certain amount of time, the way that he has, I'm so sorry. He might just be here for a good time. He might just have some growing up to do. But as far as your feelings go, there is depth here to the connection. So no, I would say it's definitely physical, but it's not just physical. Terry, you can post your question. Yes, correct. Like, wait, you said, okay, he want to stay single, in other words. Yeah, I would say initially, yeah. I would say for the near future, he would, yeah. I wouldn't put it completely out of the possibility for you guys to evolve that relationship, for it to progress into something bigger than that. However, that's not the energy right now. But it's potential. There is potential there. And I don't always see that. So I'm working on Terry right now. After Terry, we have Beautiful Love. And then after Beautiful Love, we have Zarifa. Zarifa, are we doing a BOGO, 3 minis, a 10 card and 5 card? What are we doing for you? You're welcome, Rocky. I hope you have a good rest of your night. Thank you for stopping in. So the BOGO Sarifa is a more detailed reading, and you get 2 for 1. So the questions are up to 10 cards worth of readings, and you get 2 questions in one. So essentially, I pull more cards for you. That's basically what it is. Okay, perfect. So we'll do the BOGO for you, Sarifa. All right, shuffling for you now, Terry. Oh my gosh, you met a guy? That's fun. The beginning stages of a relationship is so fun. How does Xavier currently feel? So Terry, I did answer this question yesterday. Wait, was it yesterday? Maybe, wait, no, I'm confused. I feel like I did this question recently. Oh, it was Sunday. It was Sunday. So hopefully you got that reading on Sunday. Oh, okay. His name is Azel. He's a Taurus too. Our birthdays are 5 days apart, but I can't remember how old he is. I know he's younger. Oh my goodness. Well, that sounds fun. Are you gonna get readings on him tonight? Oh, that's okay, Terry. It was 2 days ago. 2 days ago. I'll have to see if I can find the timestamp for you, but I know that I put your question on the screen. You got a mini though, so that's a little different. So let's see what the current energy is for you. How does Xavier currently feel towards Terry? Okay, so starting off looks really good. We have the 9 of Swords, and that is in reverse, which I love because this indicates that you're bringing him out of a dark time, or you're bringing him out of a depression or out of a negative mental state. Through you in your interactions with one another, he feels like there's a light at the end of the tunnel, that there's hope, and he feels like his life is improving as well. So he's letting go of that negativity and stress. He's finding that because his mindset is shifting, he is opening the doors to a lot more options and opportunities than maybe before he felt pretty closed off. I feel like he just feels like he has a lot more going for him. He does a lot of dreaming about you, daydreaming, fantasizing, and as well as wishful thinking. He has a very good imagination, so he thinks a lot about you. It seems pretty detailed. He appreciates your connection and your friendship. If this is a romantic connection, don't take that as a diss. He's just really likes the friendship, I guess, that you guys have formed, and he feels like you guys work really well together. He pays very close attention to you. He feels that you have kind of implemented or inspired him to stand his ground, to stand up for himself. He feels like he has a better idea of the direction that he's heading and where he should invest in since meeting you. He feels like you are loving, caring, kind, generous, nurturing. He really appreciates the fact that you focus more on your instincts and making decisions based on what you feel, and versus like having to think everything through. He feels like you're highly intuitive and empathetic. He feels like your well runs deep. Like he feels like you have a lot of depth to you as a person, that you have a lot to offer. He feels like he has clarity when it comes to this connection, that he doesn't feel confusion or he doesn't feel lost. He feels like things make sense, I guess. And that he's not really going anywhere. He doesn't have plans to go anywhere. He's coming through as the Emperor. He's saying that this is an intense connection with you, that you stimulate him in all the ways, and he doesn't plan to walk away. He doesn't plan to leave. The Emperor is stability, structure, protection. So he may feel very protective of you as well. I feel like he's dedicated, and like he's just kind of saying, I'm not going anywhere. I'm not moving. At the bottom of the deck, just to confirm that sentiment, I have the Hangman, which means I'm not going anywhere. Okay? So, what is your second question? I wanted to know his thoughts and feelings towards me. We actually kissed him a little further than that, but not all the way. We went to a festival together out in Washington. He's a friend's friend, and do let me tell you, he's a lot of fun. We have a lot in common. He hikes and travels out of the country to rave to and runs to. He's got a lot of siblings, so it's nice to know he has a big family. Terry, oh my gosh, you guys are together. Congratulations, girl. I'm so happy for you. And we have dad issues too, apparently, so we can understand each other's pains. Anyway, he lives like maybe 30 minutes away from me. I believe he has his own place. So I was wondering. Terry, you want a reading for you. Okay, so what exactly do you want? Are you looking for a general? Do you want to know what your spirits and guides have to tell you? Do you want to know what your higher self is encouraging you to do more of? Messages from your higher self? We could take this in many different directions. Okay, general. Got it. All right, so we'll do general for the next 3 months. I always tell people that when we're talking about future energies, just keep in mind that the further we go, the further out we go, the more likely it could change. But 3 months is about the extent that I like to go for general readings. That's kind of my comfort zone. So I was wondering if this will go any further, or was it just a one-time summer fling? As we talked about earlier today through Instagram, he told me he threw up from over the weekend, but asked me how I was doing. Okay. Teresa, so I have your messages saved. Beautiful love, are you in here? Please let me know. All right, beautiful love. I am ready for you to start posting. So let me know if you want to start with the 9 card, the mini, or the yes, no. Let me know what your questions are. Let me know who you want the 9 card reading on, so on and so forth. All right, general reading for Terry, please. General reading. General for the next 3 months for Terry. Okay, so they're saying that you're currently in a protective bubble. A protected bubble, I guess I would say, where you're avoiding disaster and you're avoiding tragedy. So you're in this place where maybe things could happen, maybe things could go wrong, but you are being divinely protected right now. So like avoiding disaster, tragedy, and loss. They're kind of applauding you for kind of packing up and starting over and letting go of other things that weren't really progressing. They feel like this has been really good for you. You probably feel to yourself that maybe you've already gone through a spiritual awakening, but keep in mind you could have another one. I do believe personally that we go through multiple ones. It's not just one, but we usually talk about the first one, right? But there's a lot that happens, and I think you can continue to evolve and continue to have awakenings, and I feel like you could be going through another one. The death card talks about spiritual transformation and new beginnings, and immediately after that you have the Fool. Now keep in mind, all the cards that come out so far are major arcana. So over the next 3 months could signify major life themes for you. The major arcana are like the big picture things. The minor arcana are the details. So the next 3 months could be very pivotal for you. They could be a huge turning point in your life over the next 3 months where a lot of big changes happen. So essentially, just prepare yourself for basically your whole life 3 months from now to look completely different than it does now. I would think better because the Fool is here talking about moving forward, like packing it up, leaving the past in the past, moving on to a new beginning. You also have the Nine of Pentacles, which talks about reaping the rewards of all of your hard work, all of the things that you have done, all of the sacrifices you have made are being paid off in the next 3 months. Been through a lot. It's basically my whole life. It's in my birth chart. I'm tired, but I will keep going no matter what. I figured that out already, or it's come to my awareness. So Terry, something that you probably know, so I don't want to assume you don't know things, but if you don't, your birth chart is not supposed to rule your life. Your birth chart is supposed to be a map to explain to you like what to expect and almost use as like a key or a compass. But you are supposed to, your like mission in life is supposed to overcome your birth chart. You're not supposed to basically like when your life is done, when this life is done, you're basically supposed to have broken free from that birth chart. At least that's my personal opinion, my personal feelings on the subject. I don't think you should be held prisoner, right, to your birth chart. I think it's a good understanding. It's a good tool to use to understand where you could work on yourself. But I don't think it's supposed to keep you a slave to these things. And you're supposed to just feel to yourself, okay, well, it's in my birth chart, so that must mean I have to keep suffering. Like, no, you're supposed to be able to pull yourself out of that. Okay, so basically, like, you know how they say so much can change in a year? I'm kind of hearing that so much can change in the next 3 months for you, it for the better, okay? So for instance, your relationship with Xavier can get so much better in 3 months. You might feel like you've had some wins. You might feel like, I don't know, there's just going to be aspects of your life that feel different. Okay, still with the major arcana, you've had now 4 major arcana cards come out. I really see you shutting the door to everything that hasn't worked for you. I really feel like you're disconnecting yourself from that. Any hope that you put into people, anything essentially that could prevent you from experiencing your highest potential and your highest self. You are saying, okay, clearly that wasn't for me, so I'm now shutting the door to that and I am moving forward into my highest potential. I don't see you looking left, right, behind you. You have your blinders on and you are focused and your face is forward. You are not worried about all of the things around you. You're not worried about distractions. You know where you need to invest in your life. You know who and what you need to invest in. And that's basically what you're doing. I do see you following some impulses though. So you could do some frivolous spending. You could be dedicating your time in places where you know you're probably going to regret it later just because you have so much to do. You could be spending extra time with maybe your boyfriend or essentially, and when you're like, oh, I know that I could be washing clothes right now, but I just want to follow my urges and just do what it is I want to do. And I say hell yeah to that, because our life is not supposed to just be this thing, this rigid, structured schedule where we do this and that. We have all these things that we have to do. It's still going to be there when we get back. So enjoy your life, enjoy your time over the next couple of months. Sarif, I see you're messaging a lot in the chat. I will be with you in a second to read everything. I just want you to know I'm not ignoring you. I also have the lovers, Terry. So I do feel like your relationship is leveling up. So there are things that you can expect to happen over the next 3 months with your partner that has not happened yet. And it's coming in quick. One thing that's standing out to me is if you guys have not been intimate, that is something that will happen over the next 3 months. You're welcome, Terry. It's a pleasure as always. Thank you for your donation tonight. We are going to move on to Beautiful Love. Beautiful Love says yes, no first. Sarifa, no, that's great. I appreciate the information in advance. It helps things move along. But what's nice about StreamYard, that's the software that I stream from, is I can literally favorite your messages and go back to it later. Good night, Terry. Have a lovely rest of your night. Sleep well. All right, so first question Beautiful Love says is why thinking and missing me since we aren't talking or texting anymore? Let's have a look. All right, is YY thinking and missing me since we aren't talking or texting anymore? Please show me a yes or a no for Beautiful Love. I am getting a yes. 3 of Pentacles. He's missing your companionship. 3 of Wands. He's missing your like conversation, your connection, your energy, your company, your companionship. Like he's missing that aspect. He's not showing romance or anything, but he is saying like he misses having you around and talking to you. Beautiful Love, I am ready for your mini question. And the 9-card reading, do you want that on YY as well? Okay, did you want the 9 card next or the mini next? Yeah, absolutely. Okay. Yep, we can definitely do that. I'm gonna shuffle now for you, okay? All right, so this is the 9 card for Beautiful Love and Why. 9 card reading. Beautiful Love and why. How does he feel? What are his intentions? What do they both want? What are their strengths? What are their weaknesses? What is the energy around the relationship? What does she need to know? Does this relationship have the potential to be successful? Nine card reading, please. Beautiful love. Beautiful love and why, please. Beautiful love and why. Nine card reading. All right, so beautiful love. I'm going to start off with the positive news because I feel like that's important for you to hear is that there's a lot of potential here with this person between the two of you. I feel like even though it didn't necessarily feel like it anything really happened, like maybe you could feel like you don't really have like it didn't really have a chance to like kind of get off the ground. It kind of like stopped before it started, kind of thing. I definitely do feel like that was for the best momentarily. I feel like there's a lot of potential here between the two of you. I feel like you guys have a way to build a friendship, a foundation first before anything else. I feel like you guys get on really well. And it's unfortunate that he is going through some things himself. However, I feel like this is such a better match than the other person that you ask about sometimes. Um, I feel like we're heading in the right direction as far as you getting what it is that you deserve. I do feel like you're learning a lot of um worthiness, like you're learning a lot about, or maybe not learning because you know, but like having more conviction in what it is that you deserve, what it is that you are worthy of, what it is that in how you should be treated. You're getting like this confidence and this dominance, and also I'm picking up an energy for you from this relationship specifically, that you are releasing expectations. You're not as attached. I don't feel this energy of attachment and holding on and clinging to things. I feel like you have grown so much, and I feel like that's important for you to hear. As far as, does this relationship have the potential to be successful? I have a yes. I have the temperance. You guys will have to take it slow. You have a lot of stuff to sort out, so does he, but it doesn't mean that it's impossible. As far as how he's feeling right now about you, it's coming through as friendship again. Three of Pentacles. He wants to keep it platonic. He feels like he's not able to give to you right now. He's dealing with a lot of mental anguish the Eight of Swords talks about how he's kind of imprisoned himself in his own mind. He views these obstacles that are in his way as the biggest challenges ever. He sometimes could have the tendency to make a mountain out of a molehill. He does not need to be this dramatic. I mean, I'm saying that like kind of like jokingly, but he has the tendency to overreact, over think, make bigger situations out of nothing really. But I think that's also a self-protective, self-preservation mechanism that he uses to essentially not allow himself to get hurt or really stick his neck out there. Um, as far as what you want, I feel like you're in this place where you're just wanting to kind of restart. You want a renewal, you want a rebirth. You want to take what it is you've learned and you want to take your experiences. You want to like respect them, but you also are ready to just leave those in the past. You're okay with taking everything that you've been through and appreciating it for what it is or what it was, but not allowing that to dictate how you're going to move forward. I really like him. And I told him I was willing to go through it with him. He doesn't want to, so I left him alone and I let him do him now. I was sad, but I'm trying to understand his perspective. Yeah, so true. He's a little dramatic. Yeah, I was like, I'm not trying to be mean, but he's like making this like a bigger thing than, and I mean, in his mind, it's a big deal, it's a big thing, but in the grand scheme of things, is really not. But he's being true to himself by being honest with you, and that's really all you can ask for, So as far as what he wants, I think he just wants to feel the liberty, the liberation, the freedom, the power, the ability to do what it is that he just wants to do. I don't think that he wants to be in the confines of any situation because he already imprisons his own self, that he feels anything else, any other commitments, any other thing that he dedicates himself to is just tightening the restraints even more. So coming through as far as what he wants with the Magician is like he just wants the flexibility where it's his choice. He doesn't have to worry about letting anyone down right now. Your strengths are beautiful, love, that you're able to pick up on his cues really well. You respect his boundaries and you know when it's best to back away or pull your energy back. The weakness in the connection is the Emperor. So that tells me that you both have trouble stabilizing this connection right now. And that's not necessarily a bad thing. It could just be because there's more focus that needs to happen internally right now. But yeah, that's considered a weakness because you're not able to stabilize it or ground it right now. The overall energy surrounding the connection, I have the Six of Swords, the desire for things to move forward and be easier, but I do see you guys are moving forward. Now, I'm not saying, keep in mind, I'm not saying you're moving on, but I am saying you're moving forward. So you both are trying to grow independently and try to find a place in your life where you feel happy, you feel content. The thing that you might need to know, we have the Justice card. This also is the what's hidden position. I feel like everything he's told you is honest and everything you've said to him is also honest. So maybe something that you don't realize about the connection is that there was no dishonesty, there was no lying, there was no sneaky behavior. You guys were very transparent with one another. And that's something to be admired. I told him I won't be here forever, so don't wait too long. And for him not to regret it, it's crazy because he did tell me that he will regret it. Yeah. It's tough. It's a tough situation, and you know, you guys do have that potential, but at the same time, beautiful, you have the ability to go talk to other people, date other people, but it's no skin off your nose if he misses his chance. Like, if he doesn't jump on board, that's on him, you know. That's not on you. What is your mini question? All right, everybody. So just a quick update. You probably saw, but my lists are all closed now. We are wrapping up Beautiful Love's reading right now, and then we'll be working on Sarifa. She will be the last reading of the night. You guys are more than welcome to hang around with us. I know some people say they just like listening, and it's kind of calming and soothing to listen in on readings and stuff. So you're more than welcome to hang around with us, but I just wanted to give you a update of where we are on the list and what we're doing. So essentially, after Tarifa's reading, I will just be signing off. Gotta get to bed, you know. I'm sure everyone else has to as well. What was Y thinking or feeling when he saw me at the karaoke bar this past Saturday? I spoke a little to him, but not much. And then after our conversation, I went to talk to a lot of old friends that I know, and I also went to dance with my ladies all night, and I think he saw. Okay. Got it. So essentially, you guys were around each other, like in the presence of one another, but there wasn't much interaction, and you're just curious what he was thinking or feeling during that time. I got you. Yeah, I got you. Okay. All right, so Spirit, please tell me what was Y thinking? What was Y thinking that night? What was Y thinking that night? So he was thinking about reconciliation, actually. You were tempting him. I'm getting you were tempting him in the way that you were acting. He was like deliberating with himself if he should just try to spend more time with you. And I think that in the end, he justified that the decisions that you guys have made to kind of be on, you know, in separation right now was for the best. But he's saying, like, I can't lie, I was tempted to talk to her more, to spend more time with her. So however it was that you were acting felt kind of mysterious to him, and he was kind of second guessing himself in the decision that he's made. I am getting a sense of attraction during this time, I have the Ace of Wands and the Hanged Man. So he might have been getting a little turned on or something. And he felt like there was nothing he could do about that. He couldn't act on that because then that would have been confusing or misleading. What was he feeling? What was he feeling? He felt like he wanted to give more to you and then he had to walk away. So it could be why maybe you didn't like see much of him that night, because he was really trying to keep his distance for fear of acting in a way that he felt was not probably for the best. Because he did mention before to me that he gets a little jealous when he sees me talking to other guys. That night I looked hot and I was smiling the whole time when I was talking to him. Yeah, he was feeling it. He thought you looked so hot. And it was like something about like you dancing with all your friends, the way you looked. It was like getting him a little aroused. So he felt like there's a lot more that he wanted to do, and he was kind of having to battle himself to basically like chill out. To basically chill out. Yeah, he thought you looked very beautiful and sensual. Good for you. Thank you, beautiful love. Sleep tight. I hope you have a great night. All right, so Sarifa, I'm reading your stuff now. You're welcome. Sarifa, it does sound like you've caught feelings. It does sound like you've caught feelings. I'm still reading everything. I met other guys too at the rave. He's from Rhode Island. He has such a cute smile. He actually asked to FaceTime with you, which is the first from a guy before he flew out about an hour ago. I figured this time around I might actually try to explore to see who tries to make more steps to pursuing me. Okay. So Sarifa, what I have dissected here from these messages is your first question of the BOGO is, will this go any further with Azelle? Or was it just a summer fling? And then the second question I have is, what is it going to be like if he does reach out? Are those your two questions for the BOGO? Because I have two questions. Like, I was reading everything you typed and it looked like there were two questions in there. Like, will it go any further? Or is this just a summer fling? And when Azelle reaches out, like if he does reach out, what's it going to be like? All right, so wait. For Azelle, I just want to know how he feels and if we'll take it further. Okay. And then what is your second question? You have a BOGO, you have a 2-for-1. What is your second question? All right, so for Azelle, Sarifa wants to know how he feels and if he'll take it further. How does he feel? How does he feel for Sarifa? How does he feel for Sarifa? How does Azelle feel for Sarifa? He's keen on you. He fancies you. I would say he's caught feelings. He's got a bit of a crush. We do have the Knight of Cups. This talks about when you first start dating someone, when you have like those butterflies and you're kind of like really, really vibing. So he's very keen on you. He's kind of smitten. I would say the feelings are mutual. He is very intelligent and witty. He feels like you guys have good conversation, good banter. He feels like you get along well and things just kind of flow. He does feel like there's so much more untapped like connection that you guys still could explore. Like he feels like he hasn't gotten to know you enough. He felt like there's so much more to discover here. He's showing me 10 of Wands, which does talk about feeling overloaded or stressed out, or he feels like there's some type of obstacle here that makes things complicated for you guys. Let's see. How does he feel? Will they take it further? Please show me a yes or a no. Will they take it further? Is there like a logistical reason why there might be an obstacle here for you guys? Like, is there a very tangible like issue here? Like, does this person live? Oh, wait a second. Does Azel live far away from you, or does he live close by? Oh, that's not bad at all. Okay. All right, what is this obstacle, Spirit? What could this obstacle be? It feels mental, Sarifa. 5 of Pentacles. Oh, dang. Tim's 7 hours away. Okay, will they take it further? Will they take it further? I have good feelings, Sarifa, about him. Although I will say the current state that I am picking up on is that this person's in and out energy. So it's like the feelings are there, the crush is there, the desire to continue this is there. Although I feel like he could be in and out energy. I like him. I like what you have to say about him. I like his energy. I think that he seems like a genuine person. For whatever reason, though, as far as like future stuff, near future stuff, this does feel like inconsistency for a little while. Now, maybe he doesn't want to get hurt because I do have the 10 of Swords here, and this can talk about betrayal, feeling separated. It could also talk about being jealous. So it could be the behavior that you've exhibited, while totally valid. He may feel like he's not sure like how social you're going to be. Do you want a relationship? Do you want to play the field? Maybe he's kind of thinking to himself that he isn't sure. Therefore, he's trying to remain unattached. 10 of Swords is like worried that he's gonna get let down. Oh, that's okay. Can you let me know real quick what your second question is? Yeah, I'm not getting that right now, Sarifa, but I think it's because he's worried about getting hurt, I guess. And I don't know if that's because of what he's witnessed or what, but I think that I think it's worth a conversation. Okay, so you want to know how Tim is feeling. Okay. Aww. Okay, so second and last question. How is Tim feeling towards Sarifa? I feel like Azel has a sensitive soul. I feel like he cares. He's considerate. Definitely. How is Tim feeling towards Sarifa? So we have restricted, burnt out. So when we talk about restriction, we talk about essentially not having access to something. Sometimes restricted could mean holding back, feeling stuck, feeling imprisoned. But in this situation, I feel like he does not feel like he has access to you. He feels like you've completely dropped off the planet. And he's, so he's clinging to you quite a bit. He has not let you go. He's still in your energy. I feel like Team Azel. Yeah. I'm liking his vibe. I like his essence. I like his energy. I feel like he's a kind person. Tim is coming through as the Emperor, so while he's having a hard time letting you go, he doesn't have any plans to make any changes anytime soon. Tim really works for himself. He's self-motivated, selfish, self-centered. He is going to do what is in his best interest at all times. He's reminding me a little bit of, I don't know if you've ever watched this show, The Last Kingdom, but there's a character on there named Heston. And there's another similar character on Game of Thrones too. I can't remember his name. He was like, what? Oh my god, what was his name? God dang it! I don't even know if it would matter because I don't even know if you've watched it. We watched Game of Thrones recently, but basically, it's like where you have your own motivation, and no matter who you're screwing over or no matter what, you feel like you need to do what serves your best interest. And I feel like that's kind of what he is going through. Like that's just the kind of energy that he puts off, is I'm willing to do anything, even if it means screwing someone else over. I don't care because I'm all about self-preservation. He acts in his own self-interests. I think when it comes to you, he basically just cares enough to where he doesn't want you to hate him. But I still feel like he has sneaky energy. He feels dishonest. He feels like dealing with him would be very risky. And I have the Wheel of Fortune at the bottom of the deck, and it says, don't step in the same river twice. So I almost feel like from Spirit it's saying, like, don't go back to that situation. Just kind of let that go. How is he feeling towards Sarifa? What are his feelings for her? 5 of Swords. So he feels like you have the upper hand right now. What is he feeling towards Sarifa? He feels like you have the upper hand, you have the power, you have the choice, you have the ability to allow him to have access to you or not. He's like kind of showing that you have the ball in your court, so to speak. He doesn't like to relinquish his power. He doesn't like to give in easily. He likes feeling in control and like he's the one pulling the strings. So this is new for him, for you to pull back your energy, and from what it seems like is you're okay with that too. All right, so that is what I have for you, Sarifa. I know you're having a conversation. I know you're having a conversation with your dad, so definitely scroll back and listen to everything again. I am going to go ahead and sign off. It is almost 2 a.m. where I'm at, and I am very tired. So have a great night. For everyone else, thank you so much for the support, the contributions, the donations, the likes, subs, all that. Have a good night. You're welcome, Reef. Bye.